Let's speak about Palantir, baby. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the clothing line to prove that fact. And today we are speaking about one of my favourite growth stocks to buy in 2021. So I am an investor in this company and I am more than likely going to buy more of this company relatively soon. And I do have a long-term outlook with this one. I'm not trying to swing and I'm not trying to time it too heavily because ultimately I think I'm going to hold these guys for 5+ years. A lot of you guys probably have a decent understanding of who these guys are. They're a data analytics company. They're known for its highly secretive work with the US government, and it recently began trading publicly in September. Now this is a very secretive company in general, so it's hard to know absolutely everything that's going on with them in all honesty. And I know that can be something that turns a lot of investors off. But I do just see so much long-term potential here, especially with all of the government contracts, that I don't think it's an opportunity that can be passed. So in today's video, there's a few things I want to speak about. One is this article right here that only came out yesterday, okay? Palantir, massive sticky growth. That is essentially referring to the long-term government contracts that they have. Then this article here, 3 new catalysts for their high-flying stock, okay, which again is speaking about some of those contracts. We're going to speak about this article briefly, calculating the fair value of Palantir Technologies, okay. Now they're going to do so using the discounted cash flow method. It's not something I particularly use that often, but I do want to show you what they have to say, if it's a little bit overvalued, undervalued, and we'll compare that to where the stock's price is right now at $23.55 a share. So my friends, right before we do get into the video, can I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? It really helps me out. Feel free to drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this company. And also, if you're an investor, let me know what price you bought in at. And please, my friend, do hit that juicy red subscribe button if you're new around here. Join the family of investors. 2021 is going to be the best year ever, baby. Also, if you're interested in joining my private Discord group, today is the best day to do it. The first of every month. It's the first link in the description. In there, you get my buy and sell alerts. You get access to over 40 private channels. You're joining a community of over 600 investors. There's some really smart people in there. There is always juicy information being thrown around. And you'll find out when I'm buying anything before it makes it to YouTube. Also, I'm going to be doing a cash giveaway for my patrons within the next week. So, it's $1,000 up for grabs. And if you want to sign up to Webull and get yourself some free stocks, hit that second link in the description. Deposit $100. It's free money. Now, with all that being said, let's get to Palantir. And just as a quick refresher before we get into some of the new catalysts, let's have a look at the price action. So you can see we're sitting at $23.54 a share. And that's actually the lowest we've been in a little while, more or less since the first week of December. And a lot of you will remember we made all-time highs very quickly of $33.50 a share. Now, this is a stock that went public back the 30th of September. And we didn't really do anything for a while. Look, it took all the way up until, towards the end of the first week of November to start our upwards movement. And then it went very quick. We made some really nice moves. And now we've been consolidating in a rather large range for a period of time. So right off the bat, I think we are at an area of resistance. You can see a lot of price action here. We actually gapped down into this area before. We bounced off it on multiple 4-hour candles. And then the area of support is not too far away at all. It's at about $29.40. And again, you can see that there's a lot of candles, a lot of price action around that price point. And you can see we've been trading inside this range for the most part for about a month. We've gone up a little bit. We've come down below it a little bit. We've been trading in around this range. You can see the RSI looks a little bit oversold. You can see we just broke below the MACD for the first time in a considerable period of time. And you can see we're looking pretty bearish short term. So massive sticky growth, okay? They have a very high revenue growth trajectory. Its customers are very sticky. There's long-term contracts and retention. And the total addressable market is huge. The company is known for its highly secretive work with the US government, and it recently began trading September 30th. But this is what I want to focus on just for a moment, the 3 new catalysts for this high-flying stock. Number 1, a 3-year contract with the FDA, okay? On December 8th, okay, Palantir said the FDA had awarded it a new 3-year contract worth $44.4 million. And they already provide services to the FDA, but the new contract represents its largest ever deal with the agency. So this is why government contracts will be so important. They've been working with the FDA before, they've been working with the Army, with the FBI, with pretty much everybody, and they all tend to come back with bigger contracts. So they're going to be providing enterprise data management and analytics solutions. Number 2, the continuation of a multi-year Army contract. Only a couple of weeks later, on December 21st, they said the US Army would execute the 2nd year of a pre-existing partnership that started a year ago. They signed a deal with the Army that could be worth up to $458 million over the following 4 years. The base year, which just ended, was worth $110 million. The second year, which was just renewed, is worth $113.8 million. So again, guys, they have up to $458 million with the Army alone over a span of 4 years. And then number 3, guys, okay, a new contract with the UK National Health Service, the NHS, on December 23rd. They announced a 2-year contract with the NHS to track Rona infections, proactively boost healthcare resources in emerging hotspots, and divert patients to the most effective facilities. This is the kind of thing that Palantir's technology is capable of. This is what these guys can do. That's why they work with all of these government agencies, and that's why they have these sticky contracts. So they didn't disclose the exact value of the deal, but the NHS contract states the deal could be worth up to 23.5 million British pounds, or about $32 million. Will these catalysts support Palantir's valuation? That's the important question. They expect revenue to rise by about 44% to $1.07 billion this year, then grow more than 30% to over $1.4 billion essentially next year. And analysts expect it to be somewhere around the same area. The new FDA, Army and UK NHS deal could generate roughly $145 million combined, okay? About 10% of Palantir's top line. That's a significant boost, but Palantir's management also likely baked these 3 deals, which were all extensions of its existing partnerships into its latest guidance. So therefore, these partnerships probably won't change the fact that Palantir is still a pricey stock, and it is a pricey stock in a traditional value at the very least. But it's still good that these contracts are being announced and they are being continued. They have a large and expanding total addressable market, valued at $119 billion. That implies their market penetration is currently at less than 1%. The company recently reported Q3 revenue of $289.4 million, which was up 52% on a year-over-year basis. This company's been around a long time, but they've really been growing over the last year or so. Year to date 2020 revenue was $770.6 million, 50% up year over year yet again. And the exciting thing is primarily fueled by increased revenue from existing customers, which grew by 38%. Again, massive sticky growth customers. Now from a DCF point of view, I'm not going to go through everything here, but they say that fair value is at about $20.59 a share, which would infer that we're a little bit overvalued right now. And I mean, in the short term, guys, I'm honestly not going to disagree. We are paying a little bit of a premium for the company, but I mean, who's going to come in and challenge them? These guys have contracts that nobody else is ever going to get, in my personal opinion. That's why I'm willing to pay a little bit of a premium, especially when I have a 5+ year outlook on this company. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a chance we come down to $20.50 a share. I mean, more than likely, it could well happen. It's only 15% away from where we are right now. When is it going to happen? Is it going to be next week? Is it going to be in 4 months' time? Who knows? But you asked me, do I think that this company is up a fair few 100% in 5 years' time? The answer is yes, every single time. When you look at the revenue growth, when you look at the people we are working with, when you look at the fact that it's our existing customers who are driving our year-over-year growth because they're giving us more money, that's what you love to see. From a DCF point of view, somewhere around here is fair value, somewhere around the 2050 mark, okay? And yeah, certainly it could happen. But if it does happen, I think a lot of people are going to scoop up a lot of shares. Keep in mind that when it comes to growth stocks as well, oftentimes they don't trade at fair value. These aren't value stocks, you know what I mean? These are growth stocks, and oftentimes you will pay premiums for them. I'm interested to see if we can respect these resistance and support lines for a while, and then hopefully ultimately break through that support and make all-time highs once again. So they're my simple answers. I think it's a fine buy right now. I don't think it's the best buy in the world at these prices, but if we do start coming down towards the low 20s, maybe even dip below them a little bit, you can bet that I'm going to be buying some more shares, my friends. But anyway, guys, that was just a quick little video I wanted to make on Palantir for you guys. If you watched the video all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for your support. If you did enjoy the video, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button again? It really helps me out. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know when you bought into these guys. And please, my friend, hit the juicy subscribe button if you're new around here. Again, if you want to join that private Discord group, that's the first link in the description, and today is the best day you can do it. Trust me, there is so much value in there, it's disgusting. And we are doing that $1,000 cash giveaway as well. If you want your free stocks on Webull, that's the second link in the description. Sign up, deposit $100. Free money, baby. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautifully blessed first day of the new year. I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.